So Konami has recently announced that they are once again starting to actually use their Silent Hill IP and is putting it to work to make some new games that gamers can enjoy sometime in the future. I want to go over what was announced at the Silent Hill showcase and give my input and opinions on each announcement. So the Silent Hill transmission actually started with a pretty big reveal, or it would have been if they didn't leak it, but Bloober Team, the developers behind The Medium and Layers of Fear, are remaking Silent Hill 2. Not only is the game being remade, but they're adding modern day controls and they're doing an over-the-shoulder camera view. So I'm feeling it's gonna feel kind of like how Resident Evil 2 and 3 did, but it will be a Silent Hill game instead of a Resident Evil game, which is actually pretty cool. Bloober Team is actually working with some of the original creators of Silent Hill, which is very, very good. I'd be a little bit nervous if it was just a whole new team trying to tackle this by themselves. The game is launching on PS5 and PC and may come to other consoles after a 12-month exclusive deal with Sony. But no release window was given for the game. Alright, so I want to give my thoughts on this trailer for Silent Hill 2. I thought the trailer was very well done. I liked what I saw. I will say this though, I wish we saw gameplay. All we saw was a CGI trailer, and it's like, man, this is just a remake. It would have been so nice to see, you know, the new camera view, the new combat system, the new controls in action, instead of just the opening of Silent Hill 2. Alright, whatever. The development team, actually, I will say, I did enjoy The Medium. I had a ton of fun with it, but I will say I played it on Game Pass. I didn't buy it. If I would have bought that game, I probably would have been upset if I spent $60, $70, whatever for The Medium. It definitely was a budget title, and it felt like a Game Pass game or a game you'd pick up on sale for like half off or whatever. The other games they've made, stuff like Layers of Fear, I think they did Observer, they're okay. They're nothing special. They feel like a little game you have fun with, but honestly I think if you bought those games you'd be disappointed. They're more of like games of gold, or you know, an Epic Game Store free type game. Take that as you will. I will also say I really wished they made Silent Hill 1 instead of 2. I feel like 2 is extremely overhyped. 2 is everywhere all the time. Everyone only talks about 2, and I've always preferred 1 over 2. That being said, maybe I'm just an idiot. Maybe it's because I only played 1 first before 2. 2 is still a great game. Please don't take this out of context. I think the first 3 Silent Hill games are truly amazing. So there's that. But I want to go into something a little bit more juicy, something a little bit more spicy with the Silent Hill 2 thing. So I will say, I think this game is going to kind of let some people down. I don't want to be the one to bring down the hype train and shock everyone with this, but the development behind this is not the best, so I really hope they bring their A game and knock out of the park, but so far their track record is not that great. And they've recently shown the PC specs for this game, and I hate to say it, but I have a feeling this game will be 30 frames per second on the PS5 and the Xbox Series X when it eventually comes to the Xbox platform. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but unless those specs change or unless they add a performance mode, oh boy, I just don't see this running at 60 frames a second on the new gen consoles. The fact that the developers did The Medium and that game looks like a PS3 game or maybe a PS4 early game and it ran at 30 frames a second on the new gen consoles is not a good sign at all. And that, like, The Medium was not very demanding, so I don't have a lot of faith that they'll get this game fully optimized and running at 60 frames a second. And I know Konami's involved as a publisher, but let's be real, Konami has been out of the picture for so long. I don't think they're gonna really give a shit. All they care is that the game sells. They're not gonna care if it's 60 frames or 30 frames. And I truly hope that with Gotham Knights, God, I hope Silent Hill is 60 frames, but I hope we don't start to see a trend of like, hey, the game's 30 frames on consoles again, because that would really suck ass. Alright, but moving on. So next up on the list, Silent Hill F. Yes, the other letter F. I have no idea what F stands for. It could be Silent Hill 5. It could be Silent Hill Final Fight. I have no clue. So this game is set in Japan in the 1960s. This is interesting because the game will be a prequel of Silent Hill 1. It's a prequel to Silent Hill Origins, and not even based in Silent Hill. So I'm not sure if the character gets pulled into Silent Hill in some sort of dream sequences, or maybe like a whole system like what happened in Silent Hill 4. Not much is known about this game, but I am at least interested because it's a Silent Hill game that's trying something new, and it will be from a totally different perspective, and that at least intrigues me. The game is being made by NeoBards Entertainment. They have contributed to games such as Resident Evil Remake 3 and 2, Onimusha Warlords Remake, and Marvel's Avengers. And I believe the only game that I could find that they've actually done was Resident Evil Resistance. So yeah. Alright, so my thoughts on this are a mixed bag. On one hand, it's always cool to see a developer take a risk with an IP. I believe that concept has been lost on a ton of modern AAA games. Too many of them play it too safe. On the other hand, this is an unproven development team. They've contributed to some great games, hence Resident Evil 2 Remake. On the other hand, Resident Evil Resistance, a 4v1 game, I'm gonna be honest, I realized I own this because it came with Resident Evil 3 Remake for free, and I've completely forgotten about it. I don't think I've ever downloaded it. I forgot it existed. In fact, I would say most of the world has forgotten its existence, which is not a very good sign for this team. But I hope they bring something special with Silent Hill F. I hope it's a great game for all of us to enjoy, and I hope we get more information on it soon. It's kind of hard to pass judgment and give too many thoughts when all we have is a teaser CGI trailer. But the fact that it's placed in Japan, the fact that it's going to be totally different, I'm at least intrigued, I'm interested, and I'm willing to check out more. I just hope it's not a game that was announced that takes 6-7 years to make, and that we see more information on it soon. Okay, so 2 more games were announced. Silent Hill Silent Hill Townfall. A brand new game with basically no information was given. It was a very short teaser trailer. I really don't have anything to say about it because I literally know nothing about it. And Silent Hill Ascension. Ascension is said to be a new type of game with an interactive live stream event. So the way it was described was they were saying people vote on the outcome of the game. It almost sounds like an interactive TV show. So it's not really maybe not a game, but maybe you tune in weekly, watch the episode, and vote on what happens. If that's the case, this isn't really a game, but it's something fans might be excited about. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm not really expecting this to be a game because they basically said it's an interactive TV show. But yeah, those 2 games I really don't have much to say about because we don't really know anything about them at all. Okay, so that was the showcase. Some pretty interesting stuff. I'm glad to see that Konami's actually letting people make Silent Hill games once again. Something to look forward to. Maybe we'll actually finally get Castlevania games sometime in the future. So it's a good sign. But I want to go on a little bit of a rant because I see the internet exploding with excitement, which is totally fine. But it was just a few years ago that the internet was exploding over the fact that Konami fired Kojima and that they banned Kojima from the VGAs from accepting his award for Metal Gear Solid 5. And Twitter went on this big rant, and there was the hashtag fuck Konami, the boycott Konami, and all this stuff. And now years later, they show a couple of CGI trailers. We know nothing about most of these games, and so many content creators are super excited making all these videos saying how they can't wait and they're shaking with excitement. It's like, bruh, you know, this is why whenever gamers have a tangent online and they have these concerns and all this stuff about like crunch time, about how developers are treated like garbage by the publisher doesn't care because they know all they have to do is license out their IP or make the developers make a new game because that's their job. They have to put money on the table, or food on the table, with the money they make. And all they have to do is show a CGI trailer. No gameplay, no release date, and all these content creators, all these gaming journalists will not care at fucking all. Konami never apologized over the Kojima stuff. They never took it back, and they've released nothing but garbage. You know, Metal Gear Survivor. I think they did a couple of mobile games. And all they have to do is show a trailer and get people hyped. And everyone's forgotten the past, and they're gonna buy it day one. I guarantee if there's a special edition for Silent Hill 2 Remake, it will sell out. People will just hand them tons of cash and call it a day. And I bet these are gonna be $70 games. Silent Hill 2 is being made by a mediocre developer, so I hope that they just get lightning in the bottle and knock it out of the park. But yeah, the way I see this going down is Silent Hill 2 Remake will be 30 frames on consoles. People will have a fit. They'll still buy it. It will still sell out. Konami will make a shit ton of money, and if the game sucks, it will go full circle. Everyone will be like, hashtag fuck Konami, boycott Konami, blah 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 blah, until the next CGI trailer comes out and they're remaking Silent Hill 3, or Silent Hill F. Silent Hill F comes out and everyone buys it. So it's okay to have outrage, but I feel like so much fake outrage is out there that our voice has lost all value on publisher ears, to the point that they know they could play us like a fiddle, and it's a damn shame that this is what the gaming community has turned into. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. But more than that, I would love to hear what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Let me know which Silent Hill games you're excited for. Let me know if you think the Twitter madness needs to stop, or if people need to actually stick to their guns. Oh, by the way, one more thing. They did announce a new Silent Hill movies coming out, and that is one I will definitely be watching, no matter how garbage it looks. I'll probably watch it on streaming. My only hope for the movie is better than Halloween End, because that is one of the shittiest movies I've ever seen in my life. But I will catch you guys next time. Peace!